All right, today we're diving into a philosophy that feels like it was built for this exact moment we're living in, Stoicism. Seriously, think of it less as an old philosophy and more like an ancient battle-tested operating system for your brain designed to handle chaos.
Sound familiar? You know the feeling. That thumb is just moving on its own, but you're not really going anywhere or feeling any better.
Or how about that constant kind of low-grade hum of worry that just sits in the background, worrying about the future, your job, what other people are thinking about you?
Yeah, and then there's that feeling, right? That sense that the world is just happening to you, and you're just being dragged along for the ride.
I mean, it's a pretty wild thought, isn't it? What if the real solution isn't some new app or another productivity hack? What if the best playbook for staying sane has just been sitting there, waiting for us, for over 2,000 years? Because, let's be real, our world is just a fire hose of notifications, opinions, and things to worry about. It feels like it's designed to be overwhelming. But Stoicism, it offers a way to cut right through all that noise and finally find some clarity.
And this quote from the Roman Stoic Seneca just hits the nail on the head. He understood, way back then, that our own minds are often the biggest source of our stress. We get so caught up worrying about all the what-ifs, things that, as he pointed out, almost never actually happen. You know that feeling of dread when you see an email from your boss pop up before you've even opened it? Yep, that is suffering from imagination, not reality.
Okay, so the very first step in the Stoic Toolkit is this huge mindset shift. It's all about redefining where your real power actually comes from. It's not about controlling the world around you, it's about controlling your response to it.
And this is it. This is the absolute cornerstone of all Stoic practice. An idea from the philosopher Epictetus. The concept itself is ridiculously simple. You just have to sort everything you face in life into two buckets. That's it. So let's break it down. In one column, we have what's in your control. And that list is, well, it's short. It's your thoughts, your judgments about things, and your actions. That's the entire list. And in the other column, literally everything else. The weather, the economy, what other people think, even your health to a large degree. The whole secret of Stoicism is to pour every single ounce of your energy into that first column and let the other one go.
Epictetus just lays it out so clearly. And you gotta remember, this isn't a one-time thing. It's a constant daily practice. It's about training yourself to always ask, is this mine to control or not? Just asking that simple question can wipe out so much unnecessary stress.
So what does this actually look like in real life? Okay, step one, you've got to separate the event from your story about the event. Getting stuck in traffic isn't bad. Your stress and anger about it, that's the story you're adding. Step two, ask the big question. Is this in my control? And step three is simple. Act on it or let it go. If you can do something, do it. If you can't, you have to practice releasing it.
All right, if you thought that first shift was big, get ready for the next one, because it's even more radical. This is about moving beyond just accepting what happens and actually learning to love it.
Amor Fati. I know, it sounds a little crazy, right? To love the things you never ever wanted to happen. But the goal here is to stop just tolerating your fate and to start embracing it. To truly believe this happened, so it was meant to happen, and I'm going to find the good in it.
Most of the time, we see setbacks and obstacles as these giant walls, right? They're things that stop our progress, dead ends that block our path.
But the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius, he gave us this amazing metaphor. He said we should be like a blazing fire. You know, a tiny little flame can be put out by a log, but a huge fire takes everything thrown into it, obstacles, challenges, and uses them as fuel to burn even bigger and brighter.
So here's the crucial reframing. The obstacle isn't something blocking the path forward. The obstacle is the path. That challenge you're facing right now, it has the exact lesson or the exact strength you need to develop. The problem becomes the fuel for your fire. And this is so practical, you can use it immediately. Didn't get that promotion? Good. Gives you more time to get even better. Got an injury? Good. Now you can focus on a weak area you've been ignoring. Unexpected problems pop up? Good. You get to practice being creative and finding solutions. It's just one simple word that changes your entire perspective. And that brings us to our third and final mindset shift, and this one is a direct challenge to our modern obsession with hustle culture. It's all about redefining what it means to be productive by doing less but doing what you do better. And of course, Seneca just completely nails it again. The real problem isn't that our lives are too short, it's that we waste so much of the time we do have on things that just don't matter.
He said we're so careful with our money, but we're incredibly wasteful with our time, which is the one thing we can never get back.
So the practice that brings us all into focus is called memento mori. Now, remembering that you will die isn't supposed to be morbid or depressing. Not at all. It's a tool for clarity. It's supposed to light a fire under you and force you to get really, really serious about what you spend your precious moments on.
So how do you actually filter out the non-essential stuff? Well, Marcus Aurelius gave us the one question we need. Before you say yes to another meeting, before you get dragged into a pointless argument, before you start scrolling again, just pause and ask yourself, is this necessary? He realized that most of what we do and say really is not.
Okay, so let's put it all together. What we've just unpacked is basically an ancient toolkit with 3 powerful, game-changing mindset shifts that you can use to navigate the chaos of modern life.
So here's the toolkit in a nutshell. If you're dealing with anxiety, the mindset is control. You focus only on your response. If you're facing setbacks, the mindset is fate. You learn to love what happens and use it as fuel. And to cut through all the busyness and distraction, the mindset is focus. Remember your time is finite and do only what is essential.
So I'll leave you with this final question. Knowing for a fact that your time is finite, what are you going to do differently today? As Marcus Aurelius wrote to himself, you could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. Thanks for checking out this explainer.